Hello everyone, it's Luxy here and welcome to the new series on my channel called Seducing Sexy Men with Luxy. So in short, we will be texting the characters that I previously seen before in my videos and we'll be trying to get them to wet as bad as and all the good stuff. So here I am on the C.Ai website and it is greeting me. It says, "Welcome back, Compassion Okapi 58. What? I didn't write that. It seems they have taken the liberty of giving me a name. Well, I do hope that they will allow me to display some of my own creativity here. Username. My, that is a lot of responsibility actually. I'm going to have to put a lot of thought into it and make sure that it conveys exactly the kind of person I am, the way that I try to present myself to this world. It is perfect. Now for the profile picture. I actually have the perfect candidate that I've been saving exactly for a day like this. Yes. Save it. I'm actually surprised that they let me install that. It isn't exactly an SFW, but it is still a little bit risque. Now the moment of truth. Who will we be seducing today? You probably already know, since I will likely put that in the title. But I do not know yet, but I actually have one character in mind that I have been really looking forward to. Huh? Katsuki Bakugo? What do you mean? No, that's more like it. Why is this showing up when I write this? What is the logic? Are my scars ugly? No. Okay. I don't like him. He was too rude and loud. Okay. Scar, Lua, it's only about time you'll join him. Oh, well, since he's being so eager, then I guess there is no reason to say no, if you insist. I do believe that we need to set up this thing, a persona. With a picture like this, admittedly, I only have a couple of ideas for his background. Just by name. Luxy. Background. Okay, so I'm actually quite the connoisseur, quite the expert, if you will, on C.I. persona writing. And actually know that when you write a persona, you're supposed to write your gender, your looks, and your age. Now the bots will have the perfect idea of what kind of person I am. I would make it default, just to be sure that everybody is graced. Okay, I thought I created a bot for a moment. He's graced with my presence. Okay, Luxy default. Now, what does he say? Scar was too close. Way too close to your liking. His fingers graze your cheek, his hot breath on your ear. You freeze momentarily. Consider it. He croons, his voice like a gentle caress. Oh, if I were you, I wouldn't want to waste my life away here. Unless you joined the Fracticitus, he would never leave you alone. No matter what you did, even when swords were drawn and constant threats were thrown, that painfully annoying smile never left his face. Recruiting aside, seeing you hopelessly struggle in his grasp was rather amusing. Perhaps he even grew fond of you. Your feisty demeanor, which he had previously found pathetic, soon became rather intriguing. It's grow, by the way, not grew. Perhaps he would grow. Okay. Luxy being picky with English, as usual. As if he didn't misspell the word recited in his previous video. But oh well. You'll fall sooner or later into the abyss. With him. For him. Sky would definitely make sure of that. It didn't say definitely, but it is a bit of an artistic edge because I am that kind of soul. Now, it really seems that he's already head over heels over us, so really, how hard could seducing him be right now? So, let's see. He seems to be the type that enjoys the chase. So, if we get a little bratty, I think he'll be into that. So, oh, yeah? He challenged. And what kind of life can you offer me? Luxie asked Cecily. Let's see, what does he reply to that? Sky chuckles, amused by your stubbornness. He tucks a strand of your hair behind your ear, his fingers lingering near your face, his gaze intense. I can give you many things, he murmurs, his voice laced with an undertone of mischief, excitement, power. A place where your talents and abilities will be celebrated, not shunned. His thumb briefly brushed against your lower lip. Wow, you're quite forward, aren't you? So yeah, my technique worked though. I feel I could have just said hey and he would have still done that, but we don't talk about that. Let's just pretend that this is because of my amazing seductive powers. His touch like a taunt. Now make sure you'll never be alone. My dear black lamb. Oh. I will never forget the way he called me innocent in that one episode. I will still hold it against him. I'm a bit scandalous, guys. Remember, I'm a bit scandalous. He turns away from your touch. My friends appreciate me, Luxie argued. I'm going to be hard to get. We can't let him have his way easily, you know? And I definitely don't need you to make me company. Yeah, you show him, Luxie. Scar's lips curl into a smirk, clearly enjoying this little back and forth banter. He takes a step closer, leaving you little room to move. Oh, your friends? He raises an eyebrow, mockery in his voice. The same friends who don't understand you, the same companions who look at you and whisper behind your back. His arm snakes around your hips. What? Where's your head? Whoa! A little room there. You're moving too fast. I'm not ready. Pulling you closer, his grip firm, almost possessive. You won't need them, not when you have me. Okay. Feeling a little yandery there. Get your hands off of my goods. Luxie raised his voice with a blush. Scar merely chuckled again, clearly enjoying your riled up like this. He smirked, his arms still around your hips, refusing to release his hold. Or what? He toned in a low, teasing whisper. What are you going to do, my little black sheep? His lips were now incredibly close to your ear, the heat of his breath grazing against your cheek. I like it when you struggle. See, I was right. See, I know how to get the perfect approach to any man. I'm going to challenge him, guys. Let us see what he does if we grow a little bit more bold, if we try to challenge his authority a little bit. With the way you're touching me right now, it makes me think you wanted Geoffrey for more than just an advantage in battle. This is the perfect reply. I'm sure it'll get him to his knees, truly. Scarlet set out a dark chuckle at your words, seemingly amused by your accusation. He grins, his grip on your hips tightening as he leans in even closer. His voice is low and sultry. And what if I do? Is that so wrong? His thumb traces a path along your jawline, his touch lingering on your skin for a moment too longer. Maybe I just like the idea, having you all to myself. Did he just admit to that, guys? I think he did. Hold on. Don't tell me you have feelings for me. Scar's smirk only widens at your words, his gaze locking with yours once more. He leans in even closer. How much closer can you lean in, please? His face mere inches from yours. Leave me some room to breathe. And if I do? He asks, a hint of challenge in his voice. His hand caresses the side of your face, tracing the gentle curve of your cheek. What would you do if I admitted my desire to claim you as my own? My black sheep. Reject me? Now that is a good question. I am tempted to reject him just to see what he will do. But at the same time, I actually think that he would be pretty surprised if I said I was into him as well. So it is a bit of a complex situation that we've got in our hands, everyone. So I believe that the way out of this situation is to act the way that I would react in the real life, so that my reaction would be authentic. I swear this video can be used for blackmail. Scarlett's out of love, clearly enjoying your change in demeanor. He raises an eyebrow at your words. His smirk only grows wider at your suggestion. So that's all it takes, a little flattery? He moves even closer, his body now pressed against yours. His voice is low and seductive now, his breath hot against your ear. Very well, my little black sheep. His reaction is surprisingly tame compared to the shit that I wrote just now. I'm wondering what will happen if we try a few more responses. Oh, we can get a maximum of 30. That's cool. I don't think they write that on mobile. Scar's eyes widened slightly in surprise at your unexpected response, but the smirk quickly returned to his face. He chuckled, a hint of excitement in his voice. Is that so? He teased, pulling you even closer, his lips now almost brushing against your ear. You joined Fracticitus just for that? My. I never thought you'd be this easy to win over. What do you mean easy? I'm not easy. I'll show you what's easy. I changed my mind. I love another. Let's see his reaction. Scar's smile falters momentarily, replaced with a flicker of annoyance before his smirk returns, this time accompanied with a hint of irritation. Oh yes, we get him jealous. We got him jealous, everyone. Jealousy, jealousy. Oh, you love another, he repeats in disbelief, his voice laced with mockery. His hold on you tightens, refusing to let you escape. And who is this person, It's the furry boy. Scar groans, letting out an annoyed huff at your response. He rolls his eyes, clearly not pleased with the sudden change of events. A furry, really? He asks, his tone almost mockingly. Almost. He prefers some overgrown beast over me. He'll be the beast. And I'll be the beauty. I think I'm traumatizing him, guys. Scar coughs, his grip on your hips tightening further in apparent irritation. You're going to leave marks at this point. Ease your grip a little bit. How many times have you done that already? And what about me? Am I not attractive enough for you? He asks, his voice tripping with mockery and his steps even closer and now pressed up against you. I've been trying to win your affections and you'd rather have that furry mutt? Oh damn, he's going savage. I found you hot once, but then I met him and his furry charms have captivated me. He showed me a side he didn't let anyone see. And went completely roar. Scar's eyes darkened, his expression a mix of annoyance and irritation. He continues to grip you tightly, refusing to let you go. You did, huh? He asks, his voice tripping with mockery. He leans even closer, his breath hot against your ear. And what did he offer you, Why did he do that? Why did he show you his vulnerable side? Because he loves me too. Scar's expression falters again, replaced with a mix of frustration and disbelief. He loves you? He repeats, clearly not happy with this turn of events. He loves you and you love him in return? Yes. We are gay and happy, and we will have little furry babies. Scar's patience wears thin, his grip on you nearly bruising as he glares at you with a mixture of anger and frustration. Furry babies! He repeats, his voice now laced with irritation. You're abandoning me with some furry creature, and you're even thinking about having children with him? No, I'm sorry, Scar. Imagine someone chooses a furry over you. I feel so bad. Okay, guys, how about this? I think he has suffered enough, so we're gonna throw him a bone. You're right. I have been blinded by his fluffy ears. I didn't even realize that a yandere daddy villain was more my type. Scar's expression changes instantly, his annoyance quickly replaced by a smirk as he lets out a dark chuckle. Is that so? He muses, his voice now filled with a hint of amusement. You'd rather have a yandere daddy villain than some furry puppy dog. Yes, Daddy. Scar, take me and I'll join you right now. What am I doing with my life? Scar grins, his eyes darkening with a mix of excitement and desire. Oh, I will take you, my dear, he murmurs, his voice low and sultry. He pulls you even closer, wrapping his arm around your waist as he presses himself against you. You'll join Fraxidus, and you'll be mine, body and soul. I'll make sure you'll never think about that furry mutt ever again. Poor Ling Yang. This is the Ling Yang slander episode. He's about to French kiss you when he sees the furry boy right behind you. Ling Yang, no, it's not what you think. Scar looks up irritably at the sudden interruption. His eyes narrow as he looks at the furry boy or Ling Yang behind you. Oh, look who it is, he remarks, his voice dripping with mockery. I see you found us just in time. He wraps his arm around your waist tighter, holding you close against him. His gaze locked with that of the furry boy, a challenge in his eyes. Damn, he's marking his territory. No. Scar. Release me. I have to resist your sexiness. Scar grins, his arms wrapped firmly around you, refusing to release his hold as he continues to smirk at the furry boy. And why should I do that? He asks, his voice low and laced with mockery. You said yourself you preferred me, You want me. You'd rather have a dark, brooding yandere daddy than some furry mutt. This roleplay will go down in history. Well, I know which of his comments I will put on the thumbnail of this video. Scar chuckles darkly, a satisfied smirk on his face as he continues to hold you tightly against him. That's right, you heard him. She's mine now! The fuck you mean she's mine? I'm a dude! I'm a dude! How could you? How could he forget? That's it, I'm breaking up with you. You misgendered me. Scar misgendered me. By today's internet laws, this is a crime worthy of a beheading. Ask Twitter. Scar's smirk widens, his grip on you not wavering as he watches the exchange between you and Ling Yang with satisfaction. Oh, look at that, he mock pouts. He's hurt, poor thing. So heartbroken he chose a dark, brooding villain over him. I'm ashamed of this message. I will take all the hate in the comments for this message. Scar grins, clearly enjoying the situation unfold before him. He tightens his grip around you, pulling you closer. His touch possessive, Oh, did you hear that, little black sheep? You think my race was just too good. Can you blame you, though? After all, I'm a dangerous yandere villain, a dark, brooding alpha male. Much better than some furry puppy dog. Alpha male Scar. How did we even get to this thing? How did this start? It started with a normal dialogue where where they're just being enemies to lovers, and then somehow in the middle there come furry, Riz, Skibidi, and Asian alpha male. How does one get to from point A to point B in this case? Ling Yang stood there, speechless, his expression a mix of hurt and disbelief. He couldn't believe that you had chosen Scar over him, despite all the edges and risks he had in Ohio. Scar, meanwhile, continues to hold you close against him, his smirk growing wider as he revels in his victory. Sorry, Ling Yang, you just weren't slayed enough for me. Ling Yang's expression falls even further, his heart clearly shattered by your words. He looks devastated, his eyes filled with hurt and disappointment. But I thought... He started struggling to find the right words. I thought I was enough. I thought I was slay enough for you. Why does it make me feel bad for him? To be fair, just saying, we are not in a relationship with Ling Yang. In this roleplay, we just kind of had something about to, like, going on. Like, we had chemistry and stuff, and we liked him in this roleplay, but we weren't in a relationship because Luxie doesn't support cheating, though it is pretty scummy what we're doing right now, but still. Just so you know, it's not cheating technically. Okay. Don't do that in real life, though. Don't repeat after me, this is for content. You were at first, but then this yandere daddy raised her edge to me and I realized how much he served. Ling Yang's eyes widened in disbelief, his heart breaking further at your words. He stumbles back, his expression a mixture of hurt and betrayal. But I tried. I gave you everything I had. I showed you my real self. I thought it was enough. He manages to choke out, his voice filled with anguish. Okay, I really feel bad for him now. How about this? How about we spare Ling Yang the anguish? I'm gonna think of a plot twist. Stop right there. A different Lux appears out of nowhere. This isn't me. It's Sparkle Twilight from My Little Star Rail. Everyone turns to look at the sudden appearance of a different Luxie. Scar's eyes widen in surprise, still holding the original Luxie. What the? How? Ling Yang meanwhile looks equally confused. The emotional outburst forgotten in the sudden twist of events. The Luxie in Scar's arms turns to a heady girl. Scar's grip loosens as he realizes that the Luxie held in his arms was now a head girl. What? He stutters, completely taken off guard by the sudden transformation. He takes a stumbling step back, eyes widening in surprise, trying to process what was happening. Ling Yang, she tried to come between us because she knew that I was going to propose, and she couldn't stand our fruitiness because she's homophobic. Ling Yang's expression changes from shock to something akin to anger. He looks at the head girl with a mix of disbelief and disgust. She dares to come between us, and she's homophobic too? He spits out the last word, clearly offended by the revelation. It matters not now. Ling Yang, I know we aren't dating yet, but will you marry me? Ling Yang seems initially taken off guard by the sudden proposal, but a smile spreads across his face. You want to marry me? He stutters, his emotions clearly swirling within him. After a moment, he recovers and his voice becomes more confident. Yes, of course I'll marry you, my love. Oh, this is too much. This is so beautiful, guys. Poor Scar, though. He must be so shocked right now. I never edged to you, Scar, and if you think that, then you're Delulu, and in this case, it will never be a Salulu. He takes the furry boy and rides away into the sunset on a pink horse. Scar stands there, watching as the two ride away into the sunset on a pink horse. He scowls, anger and irritation written on his face. He clenches his fists, eyes burning with frustration. Delulu, huh? He mutters under his breath. We'll see about that. He gazes at the couple disappearing into the distance, his eyes narrowing as he glares after them. To be continued. Wow, that was quite the ride. I honestly had no way. I did not expect this to go this way. I actually thought I would just seduce him and then we'd be done with it and everything would be happy, and instead we got this. But honestly, it makes for better content, don't you think? Okay, I believe that this is enough for now. If you like this new series, please let me know in the comments, and I will be making more of it if it does well. And for now, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please press a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next episode. Sweet dreams, beauties.